Hello viewers, I'm your host Pratiksha Mishra with another episode of South Asia Focus. Let's begin the show. With Donald Trump's historic victory in the United States, the future of US-India relations looks increasingly promising. During his first term, Trump and Prime Minister Modi built a strong personal and strategic bond, advancing cooperation in defense, trade and regional security. As India continues to rise as a key player in the Indo-Pacific, Trump's second term offers an opportunity for further collaboration. Both nations are set to strengthen their partnership and align their shared interest on the global stage, ensuring mutual growth and stability.
I, Donald John Trump, do solemnly swear
that I will faithfully execute
that I will faithfully execute
the office of President of the United States.
In a historic comeback after 4 years, Donald Trump was elected President of the United States on November 6, 2024. Trump claimed victory in the tightly contested race, declaring an unprecedented and powerful mandate from the American people. Following his win, Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi extended his congratulations, hailing Trump's spectacular victory. In their conversation, PM Modi expressed his desire to take the India-US relationship to new heights, emphasizing the importance of deepening cooperation across a wide range of sectors. The Prime Minister also reiterated his commitment to working closely with President-elect Trump to strengthen bilateral ties. Trump's victory is only the second instance in US history and the first in over a century of a leader returning to the presidency after having previously lost an election.
There is no secret of the personal relationship between the two leaders going back to 2016 to 20. So I think it bodes very well for the India-US relationship. I think from a political and a strategic perspective, I think we are in for a much better period compared to the Biden period of the relationship. And yes, there will be some areas of problem which we can discuss, but broadly speaking, I think the India-US relationship is poised for even greater advancement with the Trump administration.
PM Modi and Donald Trump had shared a notable personal rapport during Trump's first term in office, which significantly strengthened the bilateral ties between India and the United States. Prime Minister Narendra Modi's visit to the US in 2019, followed by Trump's state visit to India in 2020, served as key milestones in deepening the strategic partnership between the two nations. Under Trump, the US and India deepened their defense partnership with increased arms sales, joint military exercises, and closer intelligence sharing. India is a key partner in the US's Indo-Pacific strategy, and the Trump administration was highly supportive of this dynamic. A second term for Trump would likely see this partnership continue to grow, particularly with more defense sales and military collaboration. In the context of trade also, the future of the US-India relationship holds immense potential for growth and mutual benefit. Both nations are well positioned to expand their economic ties, with India's large and dynamic market offering opportunities for American businesses.
President Trump has a really good relationship with Prime Minister Modi, and Prime Minister Modi is going to be around for a while. They're both very business savvy. They're both very pro-business. I think they could grow the world economy together. I think India is going to have the third largest GDP in the world within the next 5 years. That plays well to our trade. That plays well to what standards we have, how we view the world. India is a great ally, a strategic ally in that region. They're basically at war with China in the Arunachal region. They need somebody on their side to help them with arms, with technology, with trade. We need each other, I think.
The partnership between India and the US has evolved significantly over the years, transforming from a basic relationship into a robust and strategic partnership. This maturation has been particularly evident over the past decade, marked by key milestones such as the initiatives launched during Trump's first term, which further solidified the growing ties between the two nations.
In the long term, the United States-India relationship is steady. It has come to what I often call from relationship to partnership, and there are bases for that. In the last 10 years, you have seen that uphill movement, and in fact, if you look at President Trump's earlier term, Quad and a number of other initiatives. So in long term, this relationship will continue to march on and will deepen.
As Donald Trump gears up for his second term, the future of the US-India relationship is set for even greater expansion. With shared objectives in defense, trade, and regional security, both nations are primed to deepen their strategic alignment, reinforcing their partnership across multiple fronts.
The two-day Asian Buddhist Summit 2024 in New Delhi brought together scholars and spiritual leaders from across Asia to explore the enduring relevance of Buddha Dhamma. Focused on strengthening unity and peace across the region, the summit highlighted the teachings of the Buddha, emphasizing principles like non-violence, compassion and mindfulness. Take a look.
The two-day Asian Buddhist Summit 2024 in New Delhi brought together scholars, experts and practitioners from Central, Southeast and East Asia to explore the spread of Dhamma and the enduring relevance of the Pali language in understanding the teachings of the Buddha. Organized by the International Buddhist Confederation, the summit focused on the theme, the role of Buddha Dhamma in strengthening Asia. The event began with President Draupadi Murmu's arrival, marking the start of proceedings. She offered flowers to Lord Buddha and lit a lamp, symbolizing the dispelling of ignorance and the illumination of wisdom. President Murmu also met with Buddhist nuns from around the world.
When the world today is facing an existential crisis on many fronts, not only strife but also the climate crisis, your large community has much to offer to humankind. The various schools of Buddhism show the world how to counter narrow sectarianism. Their central message remains focused on peace and non-violence.
A Pali invocation led by the Mahayana monks deepened the spiritual atmosphere, setting a sacred tone for the summit. Their active participation underscored the vital role of spiritual leadership in guiding discussions on how Buddha Dhamma can inspire peace, unity and strength across Asia and beyond.
Today, for all the traditions to come together, and there is a lot of healing when monks, monastics get together collectively. It's like a collective consciousness that when we come with peace and harmony, it spreads everywhere.
The event was further enriched by a captivating cultural performance, adding depth and vibrancy to the occasion.
When we talk about sustenance, whether it is social sustenance or it is to do with ecological sustenance or in terms of security, whichever area that you talk about, there is a deep role which both the Asian philosophy, when I say Asian philosophy, several philosophies of Asia, and Buddha Dhamma, a combine of the two produce fantastic results. So this is an area in which we have a team which is working. In fact, we hope to meet the team during the course of this event and take it forward, just to make people realize the essence of Asian Buddhism Asian philosophy and Asian psychology and how it can deliver towards better outcomes.
The summit was both an academic and cultural gathering as well as a deeply spiritual occasion highlighted by the significant participation of Buddhist monks whose presence and wisdom was central to its success. Their involvement underscored the ongoing relevance of Buddhist teachings in fostering peace, moral guidance, and unity across Asia and beyond. Buddhism remains a significant force for peace and harmony both in Asia and globally. Rooted in the teachings of the Buddha, it emphasizes principles such as non-violence, compassion, mindfulness, and the interdependence of all beings. These values promote peaceful coexistence and offer a profound spiritual foundation for resolving conflict and fostering mutual respect. In Asia, where Buddhism has deep cultural and historical roots, its teachings have shaped societal structures and influenced diplomatic relations. On a global scale, Buddhist leaders have become prominent advocates for human rights, environmental conservation, and peaceful coexistence, spreading the message of compassion beyond borders. Thus, Buddhism's relevance in promoting peace transcends geographical and cultural boundaries, offering timeless wisdom that continues to inspire peaceful resolutions to contemporary global challenges.
Time now for Asia This Week, the stories from across the continent.
Yokohama City recently hosted the Asia Summit City Conference in October, bringing together experts and stakeholders to exchange insights and advance a sustainable green society. The conference featured over 20 sessions showcasing leading-edge technologies and solutions to create new business opportunities among Asian countries and other international participants.
今回はアジアスマートシティ会議というもので、主にフィリピンやインドネシアの方に多くお集まりいただいておりますが、この開催を機に TICAD9 またグリーンエキスポ2027の開催に向けて国際社会における横浜市のプレゼンス向上に貢献していきたいと考えております。
Themed Decarbonization of Cities, the conference welcomed participation from cities across Asia, government agencies, international organizations, and 50 private companies. Under the Sister Cities Agreement between Yokohama and Odessa, a Ukrainian institution also set up a booth at the event. In preparation for the 2027 Green Expo, Yokohama City is organizing youth meetings to promote environmental awareness.
新しい横浜の観光要素を見つけていこうっていうところからスタートしてます。横浜のミートを使ったグリーンバーガーみたいなものを、今後ポップアップ含めて展開をしていって、それを世界に、2027を契機に発信していくっていったところをできればと思っています。
Through active participation in Asia Smart City Conference and international fora and networks, we commit to contributing to a sustainable green future.
Yokohama City is leveraging events like the Asia Smart City Conference, TICAD, and the 2027 Green Expo to champion the development of smart cities worldwide. GFA Engineering, a prominent Japanese engineering firm specializing in waste-to-energy plants, oil and gas facilities, pipelines, bridges, and other infrastructure projects worldwide, has launched its first overseas waste management project in Malaysia. The project received Malaysian government approval in July 2024. A joint venture known as JNT Berjaya Alam Murni JBAM was formed by Malaysia's NASA Enviro Holdings, Japan's JNT Recycling Corporation, and JFE Engineering Malaysia. Together, they aim to develop and manage the Sustainable Scheduled Waste Treatment Center in Malaysia. The facility is designed to receive, treat and dispose of clinical, toxic and hazardous waste generated by medical facilities and various industries across the country. Through innovative heat recovery techniques from the incineration process, the project contributes to the circular economy. Recovered heat is used by an adjacent drying facility, enabling thermal recycling by reducing waste moisture content.
本施設は有害廃棄物や医療系廃棄物を処理する焼却炉です。J&D 環境でも採用されているヒルストーカー式焼却炉であり、多種多様な幅広い廃棄物に対応可能で、1日70トン、年間2万トンの処理能力があります。
As Malaysia faces increasing challenges with industrial waste pollution, JFE Engineering's advanced technology ensures proper waste treatment in line with stringent air emission standards.
NASA Enviro operates the 659-acre Bukit Taga Enviro Park, one of Malaysia's leading sanitary landfills and premier eco-parks. With a strong focus on environmental responsibility, NASA Enviro is poised to lead Malaysia's waste management sector. The operation of this facility would be a great benchmark of JFE Group's initiative to protect Malaysia's environment and encourage future collaboration between NASA Enviro and JFE Group in the future.
By leveraging JFE Group's advanced technology and international expertise, JBAM plans to expand further in international waste management initiatives, contributing to a more sustainable future.
The recent targeted shooting of Chinese workers in Karachi has once again raised alarms about the safety of Chinese nationals in Pakistan. With the ongoing China-Pakistan Economic Corridor (CPEC) projects at the center of escalating violence, the attacks underscore the growing security risk faced by Chinese workers. Despite Pakistan's assurances of safety, the mounting toll of deaths and injuries is straining diplomatic relations.
Authorities in Karachi reported another targeted attack against Chinese workers in Pakistan. The incident occurred when a Pakistani security guard allegedly opened fire on 2 Chinese nationals following a dispute at a local factory. One of the workers remains in critical condition, and this shooting incident adds to a disturbing trend of increasing violence against Chinese citizens in Pakistan. This attack comes amid rare public criticism from Beijing, whose ambassador recently expressed frustration over Islamabad's failure to protect Chinese workers. Last month, a suicide bomber killed 2 Chinese engineers in Karachi, and earlier this year, another bombing targeted Chinese nationals en route to a hydropower project.
जो इनिशियल इतला हुई है वो एक ऑयल टैंकर जो है उसके आग लगने से जो मुतअद्दिद गाड़ियां जो है वो उसकी जद में आई हैं और उससे बहुत सारा कोलैटरल डैमेज हुआ है। उसको हम अभी मज़ीद असर्टेन कर रहे हैं कि इसमें दहशतगर्दी का एलिमेंट या कोई और एलिमेंट जो है तकरीबकारी का वो किस हद तक है जिसको हम अभी रूल आउट नहीं कर सकते।
The Baloch Liberation Army, a separatist group, has claimed responsibility for several of these attacks, viewing Chinese infrastructure projects as threats to their regional aspirations. Despite Pakistan's repeated assurances of safety, the death toll of Chinese workers in Pakistan has reached 21 since the launch of the China-Pakistan Economic Corridor almost a decade ago. These projects central to China's Belt and Road Initiative include highways, power plants, and the Gwadar Deep Sea Port. However, security lapses continue to cast a shadow over the ambitious development plan. In a rare display of diplomatic strain, the Pakistani Foreign Ministry dismissed the ambassador's remarks as perplexing and claimed they were inconsistent with diplomatic traditions.
There are certain investments that the Chinese have already committed to. I mean, the fact is many investments, at least private investment, are something that the Chinese did not want to do. They've been basically forced to do it by the Chinese government. So that is why when you have forced your businessmen, your corporations to invest in Pakistan and Pakistanis are not able to protect them, then of course complaints get louder. Now the Chinese may be an authoritarian regime, but you cannot get your company, the Chinese corporations, businessmen to get killed and expect them to keep on investing. So there is a limit to which the Chinese can force the businessmen. So if security is not provided and later on if returns do not come in, loans are not repaid, then China will have certain things to say. And that is what you are seeing on the ground.
However, observers note that Islamabad's inability to address security concerns is putting strain on the China-Pakistan alliance. For Pakistan, the stakes are high. The country depends heavily on Chinese investment for its infrastructure and energy sectors. But without concrete actions to protect Chinese workers, Islamabad risks losing both critical support and credibility as a stable partner.
Let's now talk about Chhath Puja, which is a celebration that goes beyond borders, uniting millions in a shared expression of faith, devotion and community. Whether on the banks of the Ganga in India or the Naraini River in Nepal, this sacred festival brings together people from diverse cultures and backgrounds. Through its demanding rituals like fasting without water and offering prayers to Surya Dev, Chhath Puja is a powerful reminder of our spiritual connection to nature. It also carries an important environmental message urging us to protect our water bodies and preserve the natural world for future generations. Take a look.
Chhath Puja, renowned for its austerity and demanding rituals, is a spiritual celebration that has transcended borders, connecting millions of devotees worldwide. For those observing this sacred festival, the physical challenges are part of a deeply rooted spiritual tradition. Devotees fast without even water, enduring hardships to express their devotion and renew their faith. The fasting period is not just about sacrifice, but also a way to seek blessings for the health, prosperity, and well-being of their families. For many, especially women, this is a time to pray for the longevity and good health of their children and loved ones. This year, like every year, Chhath Puja saw communities come together from all corners of India and beyond. From the sacred banks of the Ganges in Varanasi to the Yamuna in Delhi, and even further abroad, large crowds gathered, united by their shared faith. The festival's ability to unite people across religious, cultural and geographical boundaries speaks to the profound spiritual and cultural significance it holds for people across the world.
सूरज भगवान सबको मनोकामना पूरा करते हैं। हमें उम्मीद है कि मेरा भी बेटा का मनोकामना पूरा हो जाए, आगे बढ़े। हर साल हम छठ मैया का छठ करते रहेंगे। मेरा कुशल परिवार बना रहे, सुख शांति जीवन में मेरा एक लड़का है, उसका जिंदगी एक ऐसे होवे। सूरज नारायण मनोकामना पूरा करें।
Chhath Puja begins with the Nahai Khai ritual, a day of purification in which devotees bathe in sacred waters and prepare a special meal. The second phase of the festival, Kharna, is marked by fasting and prayer, when devotees abstain from both food and water.
देखिए, छठ पर्व जो है बिहार का बहुत ही महत्वपूर्ण है। पूरी दुनिया जान रही है, हिंदुस्तान तो जानता ही था। इसमें सबसे पहले होता है नहाय खाए से शुरू होता है और उसमें दाल और कद्दू की सब्जी बनती है। उसमें भी एक तरीका है कि आप उसमें कोई बहुत मसाले नहीं डालते हैं, सिर्फ हल्दी और अदरक पड़ता है। उसके बाद उसको हल्के फुल्के तरीके से आप हरी मिर्च और धनिया के पत्ते से आप उसको छौंक लगा सकते हैं या तड़का लगा सकते हैं, जो भी करें।
The grand culmination of the festival take place over the final 2 days with the evening Arg and morning Arg rituals. Devotees stand knee-deep in water, facing the setting and rising sun, offering sacred prayers and offering to Surya Dev, while singing hymns dedicated to Chhati Maiya, the revered goddess associated with the festival. These rituals, which blend devotion, discipline and prayer, are a testament to the immense spiritual commitment of the participants.
A celebration of devotion, Chhath Puja brings us all together. And with that, we come to the end of this week's episode. See you next week. Till then, goodbye and take care.